Hi there, it's Ruth at Artful Stampin', again on the 25th of the month, bringing you some Christmas inspiration to help you get started on those Christmas cards. I just wanted to show you how my thought processes work sometimes when I'm trying to create a card. So here is my playing around for today, and so I started off playing with the leaf stamp from the gorgeous Garden in Bloom, and the reason why I did that was because I wanted to almost create like a poinsettia look. So I've had a play doing that. I might not necessarily use that today, but just to show you that it's sometimes quite fun to have a look at your stamps and ways of layering them up to create new looks. And then I was having a play with the different colours, so I've used Watermelon Wonder and Cherry Cobbler and Old Olive and things like that. And then I wanted to create a bit of a background, so I've used the brushstroke stamp. Now I have used this very recently and mixed it with florals, and I have to say I love it. I love florals and stripes together, so I'm afraid it's going to be florals and stripes again today, but I'm hopefully using Christmassy colours. You can mix these up, you don't have to use the colours I've used. I've got two sheets of the note cards envelopes card here, because I'm going to show you how easy it is just to make two cards in one go. Especially when you're having to make quite a few, it's worth making 2 at a time or 4 at a time if you can. Yeah, just makes life a little bit easier. So I'm just going to be inking up the edge of this stamp here, and then I don't actually want a really straight edge, so I'm kind of going in there and trying to make sure it's not a straight edge. And then I'm just going to stamp, actually it might be easier for me to do it this way, so I'm clattering around here. I just want to stamp a portion, although I've just realised that's not going to fit all the way, so I'm going to have to do it this way. I only want to stamp a portion of this card, so do it on that side. I'm just going to pop that on there like that. And then a really good way, oh look, I've gone and stuck my finger in red there and I've put it on the card. Right, don't you go and do that. A really useful way to not get ink on you is to put the grid paper over the top and give it a push down. There we go. And there we go, we've got that one already done. I'm just going to do that again. Ink up again. I said I don't want it completely, I want it to kind of fade in a little bit more. Actually this time I think I might have it fade up a little bit higher. Another way of doing this is by inking up and getting one of the sponge brayers and wiping off a little bit like this. Now hopefully I didn't have too much of the other colour on there, it might have transferred. Oh, the other quite fun thing to do while I'm here, I'll quickly show you. Let me just swap one of these brayers out. These are great, these sponge brayers. When you want to change colour, you just pop a different one on. This is quite fun. Getting some colour onto a brayer and then just brushing a little bit of that colour onto your stamp. Okay, that's another really fun technique. Okay, pop those out the way for a second when I actually pop my card on here. Just remember which side I'm using. Right, okay, I'm happy with that. Pop that there. Again, grid paper over, give it a really good rub to transfer all that ink onto your card. And there we go. Isn't that fabulous? You get that lovely ombre effect going up through the stripes there. Right, set that one aside, don't need that anymore. And also the yellow. So I'm going to now start bringing in some floral elements. So I might on one of them do that technique where I created that poinsettia. So I'm going to work into the stripes, so I know where I'm heading. I'm just basically going round and round. I've managed to get another colour on there, I don't know quite how. Contaminating my pad. Oh, I think it's because I've got a little bit of green on there. Okay, as you can tell, I'm quite a messy crafter, but I have fun. There we go, that creates kind of poinsettia-y type effect. There we go. Okay, I'm going to lay that one aside, have a go with this one now. Now this stamp has a little bit of a notch in it so that you know how to match it up with the outline. So I'm going to stamp and then turn it and stamp again. So I've got two-step, well, double step for the two-step. That sounds like a song, doesn't it? Right, where is my outline? Okay, so here's my outline. I'm going to place that at the top, and I'm going to bring in some cherry cobbler as my darker outline. And I'm going to place that nicely over the image I've just done, then move it round, match it up, and do that again. There we go. Then I need to clean off this stamp here, because I don't want to be contaminating again. I've done it enough times today. To clean this off very quickly with a baby wipe, because that's just a hand. I do recommend though you do use the cleaning pad that we've got, especially with the spray, which I will do after I've finished here, so that your stamps get a nice condition once they've been cleaned. Right, so now this one, let's have a think. I might pop a leaf into here, maybe another one like so, and then yes, ignore all my mistakes on that side. Might even pop one up here. There we go. Right, and then the outline stamp, you can do in a darker colour if you want to. Actually, I think I will grab in Always Artichoke and see what that looks like against the Old Olive. I really do miss Mossy Meadow from last year, because that was such a fantastic pairing with Old Olive. But we don't have that colour anymore, although some of you may have already purchased it, so do use Mossy Meadow if you've got it. And this one I'm actually tempted to leave as it is and not do any outlines, just to almost see the difference between the two. I would like, however, to bring some more green into this area here, so I'm going to grab this other leafy image and just pop some more leaves there. Probably even around here, I think. That would look pretty cool. There we go. Right, now for the sentiment, I've taken the Joy and Christmas Joy from, she says, and she's put it away. That's clever. This one here, Holly Jolly Greetings. So I've grabbed Christmas and Joy out of here, and I'm going to use it to stamp Christmas Joy over the top of each other. So I've mounted Joy there. Make sure I get it the right way around. Just going to line that up there. I'm going to turn my stamp over and then just line up Christmas across the top there. I tried to put them together on the same block, but I found that they were too far away. If I show you my trying out here, yeah, for me that was a little bit too far away. I wanted it a little bit closer together. So that's the beauty of buying the clear mount stamps. I often have people asking me, Ruth, what do you prefer? Do you prefer wood mount, clear mount? And I have to say, it all depends on the application. There are certain times where I do love having the wood mounts, especially in a class setting where I have lots of people wanting to use stamps. It saves me having to get blocks for everybody. But there are times where in situations like this, particularly with the stamp set, it's been really useful to have it in the clear, because you're able to do like configurations of lots of stamps together on one block. So do have a look at the stamp sets before you purchase them and think about how you're going to use them, and that will help dictate which format you're going to buy it in. Right, now I don't actually want to do much more to this. I think I'm quite happy with it as it is. So thank you very much for joining me today. And here's the other one that I did. I think I'd actually like to put a little bit more grunge, maybe some speckles around the side of this, but I'm not going to do that today. I'll leave that to you to decide if you'd like to do that. And so yeah, if you want to check out my other Christmas videos, then I have created a playlist, and if you'd like to purchase any of the products seen today, please go to artfulstampin.co.uk, and also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I'm known as Ruth Trice on Instagram, so do check me out. Okay, take care.